Today I'm in a good mood because my weight is trending downward again. I actually think that I was right initially that the stall and with my weight creeping back up over the last week might have been due to it being that time of the month for me. And so that should be something that I keep in mind moving forward that can alter my results on the scale. Um, Also, the other thing is the smaller I get, it's the harder it's going to be to lose weight. You just don't expend as much energy as you would carrying around lots of weight. And so I'm not carrying around 50 pounds of extra weight anymore. So um, that means that I'm going to have to work harder when it comes to exercise to even see minimal results. And then it's almost like insulin resistance reversed. It's like when you're really big, you have insulin resistance slowing down your progress. And then when you get really small, your progress is slowed also. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to rehab my metabolism multiple times. Like I'm going to have to refeed like every other week and really lift heavier and do a lot more hit cardio. That way I can actually see consistent results. It's not going to be linear, it's not going to be straight down, but at least as long as I'm trending down most of the time, that is when I know that I'm making progress. And then also, tightening up my nutrition with the mistakes that I've been making. One of those mistakes being nuts. I like nuts. I didn't initially, but I grew to like nuts, and now it's to a point where I need to scale back on the nuts because I snack on them. It's so easy to overeat on those. And I try to get the little packs, but then I eat those every day. So I have to scale back on that. As I get closer into time, I'm going to have to scale back on fruit a lot and, eliminate fruit for like the last couple of weeks towards the end as I'm leaning out just to get as lean as possible. But that's going to be temporary. I forgot to share this on the video yesterday. My leg muscles. I feel like my muscles are like swimming in a bunch of liquidy fat. You see that? My legs are always strong. They're always good. I don't really have to worry about my legs, honestly. If I really worked on my legs, like if I really worked on my legs for real, I could probably walk on a stage and they would tell me to move, think about moving up to figure because my legs develop really easily. I do nothing for my legs, but they're just naturally this way. And so, what I want to focus on is leaning out and then developing my abs. And I mean, you don't really have to have abs for real. You don't really have to have like amazing abs to place and everything. But that's something for me. That's something that I want. And not even really, I don't even care about having like three-dimensional abs. I mean, even if they were like pretty flat, I wouldn't even care. Just, that's not a big thing for me. What else? Uh, I would like to develop my arms really well, develop my delts. I mean, they don't have to be thick or bulky, but I would really love some definition. So, yeah. And really, they're there. I can see it. Like when I exercise, it's just that I haven't leaned out enough to really show the definition like I should. So I feel like my beast is coming back because when I first was starting this, the first couple of weeks of being ultra low carb, it was tough, obviously. However, once I started to take the vitamins and everything, that helped. And so with those vitamins, it's helping me to feel strong and have energy. My energy is coming back the more consistent I am with taking those. Because without it, like, I'm just not going to have enough fuel to push through on so low carb. And so I feel like my determination, my fierceness is coming back, because before I went on vacation, I used to exercise pretty fiercely. And when I went on my vacation, it kind of it like threw me off in so many ways. It threw off my rest, it threw off my eating, it threw off my exercise routine. And so it's basically taken me a month to get back to where I was. So I don't like that. That was something I was trying to avoid. I didn't really think that it would affect me that much. All I was thinking about was not overeating, so I didn't come back heavier, which I didn't so much come back heavier. I think I came back a pound heavier. It just threw me off in other ways I didn't expect.
For breakfast, I started right off with eating some cantaloupe, probably about half a cup. Then I made breakfast. I had about 3 sausages and a thin piece of bagel. I didn't eat all of that. I gave most of it to my husband.
So today, what's on the menu of my day, I have to run to the bank because apparently while I was on vacation, someone stole my identity. I have to go to the bank and correct that. Then I'm going to go work on a car that potentially I can have if I fix it. Then after that, we're gonna go to the grocery store probably, and then I might go to a movie too while I'm getting the battery charged for that car. Go and hit a movie, and then towards the end of the night, I'm gonna drop my daughter off at dance, and we're gonna head over to the dojo. No one knows. I didn't tell anyone on Facebook. I mean, my coworkers know, but I didn't tell any of my family members and friends on Facebook about the fact that I'm starting to get back into martial arts. Something I used to do when I was a kid. I used to love it. I always wanted to get back into it, and now I'm going to get back into it. This time I'm doing judo instead of taekwondo, and my boys are going to be in it. My husband is going to be in it. So it's just going to be a family affair, and we're going to have a good time. And I'm just so excited. Tonight, we don't start tonight. We have to watch a full class first. That's one of their requirements. But the only thing that I'm concerned with is that they might have an issue with me wearing makeup. I hope they don't, because I can see how in the style of judo, you know, my makeup may rub off on somebody's gi or whatever. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but whatever, if that's the case, I have to do what I gotta do. I just can't wait to put a gi on and see how I look. And then eventually I want to get an all pink gi like Ronda Rousey, because that looks so cute and hot. And so, yes, I'm really excited.
So I was walking around the living room and I noticed my legs, and they look pretty good. Like I said, I don't have too much problems with my legs, especially 6 months out. They look okay. My butt is still flat as a pancake. However, I really have to work on that. I know what to do. It's just a matter of actually doing it.
Ever since I got back from vacation, every day has been a whirlwind. Every day when I think I'm just going to relax or stick to my plan, something comes up. Somebody needs something. I got to show up somewhere. Today is one of those rare days where I can actually do something I want to do. So I'm happy. Just walked into the gas station. just to get some coffee. I was going to try to back off of coffee today, but I don't know. The first thing I did was go walk towards the nuts, knowing that I'm supposed to stay away from nuts, you know. So I didn't get the nuts. I went over to the Wieners, you know, to get like a little sausage link or something like that. But the calories are way too high. It wouldn't even fill me up. So I don't know what I'm going to eat. I have a busy day today of fun things, and I don't know what I'm going to eat on the road, so I have to figure it out. So anyway, you know, one thing I notice is that whenever I'm in a room, I'm always assessing everything and everyone. And you know, in Texas, it's very common for most of the people to be obese. And I feel good just being in a room and feeling like, you know, I'm one of those people that actually doesn't look like everybody else. That's how my weight snuck up on me here in Texas. When I came here, I think I probably was like 155 or something like that, and that is overweight for my height, but I really let myself go over the years, and it didn't really seem like I was that big because everybody around me was a size 10, 12 or 12, 14 or 14, 16, so it didn't really look like I was big at all to myself. And so now that I'm actually smaller, I feel good being the different person, and it's a reminder. Everything is a reminder to me to keep fighting and keep sacrificing. Anyway, my headache returned this morning and went away after I took some medicine, and I have to take some more because it's actually starting up again. So this is what I go through when I make the mistake of having dairy. One thing I realized is that when we were sitting at the table eating the grilled chicken salad, and every time we would go to that restaurant, I would always eat a ton of rice and a ton of beans and a ton of chips, and like it just felt like I was missing out on something in that moment. And I really enjoyed the salad, though. I really did. So it made me feel like I was missing something. But you know, I went to the bathroom several times, and every time I went to the bathroom, I looked at myself and I said, you know what? I look at myself more than I eat in a day. And you just have to make a trade-off. It's either you're going to love the way you look and sacrifice certain things that you like to eat, or you're going to eat everything you want and hate the way you look.
When I got home, I was still really hungry. I ate a serving of this, which is about 15 chips. And for dinner, I just had a ground beef patty, and I didn't eat anything else after that. I have a photo shoot coming up next week, and I'm going to step out of the box and do something a little bit different. We're going to get some fitness photos, but also I want to get some, you know, kind of sexy, you know, fitness photos. So we'll see. I've never done that before, and I'm just going to try my best, and we'll see how they turn out. But this is just me practicing for that photo shoot.